Hello! In this video, we will learn about substitute queries. Sometimes there are many synonyms or variant words for a single term. Some words are popular among people, while others are not commonly used. For example, the words car, auto, and vehicle are all used for largely the same things, but some are popular and others are hardly known to people. This is why Google created the substitute query system. Through this system, they replace certain words with others, choosing words that do not alter the context, meaning the original query remains the same, but allow for broader coverage of results. Synonyms can change the meaning, but substitute queries are chosen specifically because they do not change the core meaning of the original query. For example, in the context of repair, car repair and auto repair are interchangeable. They talk about the same thing. Now let's look at another query, railroad car. If we use railroad auto instead, the context will change. The main purpose of the system is to perform these interchanges only where the context ensures the original meaning is preserved. Why is this important? Firstly, it emphasizes the context, making the contextual part of the query prominent. Secondly, it ensures accuracy. We don't want a situation where a word is used that prevents the user from finding the specific information they are searching for. How does Google determine which queries can be replaced with substitutes while preserving context? First, it uses co-occurrence lists. It observes which words are frequently used alongside the target word in articles across the internet. Next, it uses phrase-based indexing, where phrases rather than individual words are indexed. This helps Google identify groups of words and which specific words are typically used together. Then there is the vector space factor. The way data and words are stored, the more relevant a word is, the closer it is in the vector space. This helps determine where substitute queries can be used. For instance, words that frequently co-occur with car repair and auto repair that the search engine often finds are mechanic, service, and maintenance. If the same co-occurring words are not associated with both terms, Google understands that they cannot be interchanged. Basically, what is Google's main overall purpose behind this? There are three main purposes. First, refinement and expansion. Sometimes people search for things that aren't very popular, resulting in few search results. Google, therefore, replaces the query in the back end using substitutes so that it can display broader and higher quality results. The second purpose is personalization of results, displaying results that the user needs and which fulfill the user's requirements. Regarding personalized results, articles are promoted if they have a higher personalization score and meet the user's needs. If a user searches for something but relevant articles with a high personalization score are scarce, Google might have to show articles that aren't perfectly relevant. However, if the query is substituted, the quality threshold becomes higher, allowing Google to display higher quality articles. Now we have two words here, warrant and warranty. Google needs to determine if these are good substitutes, meaning they can be interchanged. Google searches the entire internet to see which 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8 words are frequently used alongside the target word. For warrant, words like arrest, bond, metal, security, and subsequently heavy and financial, car, home, mini, mobile, and phone are used. For warranty, B, the same set of words is checked. Most of the co-occurring words do not match significantly between the two terms. Google compares which words are more frequently used. The word warranty is used more often with car and financial, though less so with financial. Google looks at the graphs for both terms. Here, warrant. Arrest is high. Here, warranty. Car is high. This difference between the two is very significant. Looking at the scoring, the score for one side is lower and the other side is higher. This means there is no strong match. The resulting conclusion is that warrant is not a good substitute term for warranty. Now consider French Open with a space and French Open without a space. If we look at the words used alongside them, tennis, championship, men's, win, clay, court, tournament, we find the same words are used in both cases. The usage graphs are also identical. Wherever French Open with space is used, these co-occurring words appear And wherever French open outside without space is used, the same words appear. The scoring difference between them is negligible, maybe a fraction of a point. They are virtually the same, 1-to-1 ratio. The result is that French open, the one with the space, is a good substitute term for French open, the one without a space. This entire process is detailed in a patent. First, select the term, then select its candidate terms. Check for co-occurrence, as I explained, and look at the frequency. Then assess the comparison between the two terms. Is the scoring matching, or how much is it matching? If it matches, it's a good substitute and can be replaced. If not, reject it. The first step involves selecting the term. For example, the two-word term French open and the single-word term French open. Next, co-occurrence is observed, meaning which words are used alongside them. A vector is then created to determine relevance. Following that, the co-occurring frequency, the numbers, is checked. A second vector is then created. Finally, both vectors are compared to check the degree of similarity in context. Specific formulas are used for this comparison. After this, scoring is done. As I showed you with the confidence score, if it is higher, it means it is a good substitute term. If it is not high enough, then it is not a good substitute term. Often, for words like run, running, or runs, this entire system must be used. This technique is also used extensively in various word forms. This is a very important tool that Google urgently needs. In the practical applications, we will learn how we can benefit from it.